Hey guys, what's going on? Chris here with today's sit rep, and today I have three amazing lessons for you that I got throughout the day, actually. Before my run, during my run, and at the end of my run. So those are the three lessons that you're going to get today. So anyways, today I didn't even plan on going for a run. I ran Cowles Mountain today, which I ran twice yesterday. Felt so good the first time. I'm like, well, I'm going to run to the top again, and I did it. I was sore. So today was the day I was going to get a massage. So I got my massage this morning. It was awesome, and I decided to give myself a little treat. Now, I don't normally eat fast food, but one of my little treats that I give myself a couple times a year is the sausage egg McMuffin with cheese from McDonald's. So I had two of those this morning after my massage. Now, then after I finished eating the second one, which was delicious, and I don't regret doing it, but I was like, man, now I feel like I need to work out. So that's what I did. I was planning on driving in here to the studio office, and on the way, I'm like, I'm going to go run. So that's what I did. So the first lesson is, if you fall off the wagon in any part of your life, don't be afraid to just jump right back on it. Like, don't, if you're eating poorly or you decide to have dessert or a sausage McMuffin with egg or whatever, definitely treat yourself, but don't get stuck into a rut of being like, oh, you know what, I already did bad, I might as well do worse. Like, that is not the thing you want to do. That's not what I want for you. It's not what you want for yourself. So lesson number one for today is fall off the wagon. Just don't beat yourself up over it. Just get back on schedule and do what you need to do to feel good about yourself. All right, so that's number one. Number two, so I am like really sore even after that awesome massage. So I was just going to run up this hill, which I did, just kind of at my own pace, like slow-ish, but still putting out, right? So I start up this hill, and I pass this group of kids who were like half my age. I'm guessing they were either like in high school, like seniors in high school, or maybe they were in college. But they were some type of, they were on a track team, I think, because they had like track clothing on, like the bibs, the tank tops and stuff. And they were all matching, but they were walking, so I ran past them. Well, a little while later, like a minute later, this one of those kids goes like shooting by me up this hill, and I just keep my pace. I didn't really think about it until I passed him again, and I realized soon, every time I passed this kid, he would start running again and run past me. So I was like, okay, so his deal is he just doesn't want to get beat by the old guy. And then his two buddies, they passed me at one point, and then I passed them and didn't see them again until they got to the top. So anyways, this kid ends up beating me to the top by maybe like 30 seconds or a minute. And this is the lesson, and this is why I don't like having benchmarks for drills or looking at what other people are doing and targets that other people are trying to hit. Because people always ask, like, oh, what's a good time for this? What should I be shooting for? What should my goals be? Like, you have to set your own goals. Because I tell you what, that kid could have easily beaten me by probably 5 minutes today. Like he probably could have done like 19 minutes. Like my target right now is 20 minutes. I wasn't aiming for the target today. I just wanted to burn off some calories that I had chosen to indulge in. But if he had run his own race, he would have blown me away. But he was pacing off of me. He's pacing off of a 48-year-old graying, extremely good-looking guy, right? But if he ran his own race, he would have like just blown me away. And that's what you need to do. Like, don't look at what other people are doing, because maybe he probably thought that I was like trying really hard, and he's like super excited about himself, and he thought he did great. Yeah, I beat the old guy. But I wasn't really trying. And you're going to find that a lot in life. If you're looking at what other people are doing, you have no idea what their goals are or what they're trying to get out of whatever they're doing. So set your own pace and make your target, just keep increasing it. Like your goal, if anything, should just be improvement. If that's your goal, is constant improvement, you're always going to get better. Don't set it off of somebody else. That's number 2. Okay, now I said there's going to be 3, right? So here's number 3. So we get to the top. He gets to the top. I get to the top. I drink some water and start heading down the hill. The other 2 guys had come up, and I start heading down. So I'm a little ways down, like a couple minutes down, and that kid comes running up behind me, and I hear him yell something. I take out my headphone, and I'm like, what? And this is like straight down rocks and boulders and big steps and stuff, and I'm just bombing it, right? Like I used to do adventure racing, and so I know how to like bomb a hill, and I was actually... I was teaching this to my boys when we were in Hawaii. Like a lot of people, if you watch people like go through a technical trail and stuff like that, and you see them looking down at their feet, you know they're going to fall. And that's what my kids were doing when we were in Hawaii in the rainforest, is we're walking through this stuff, and it was pretty technical, and it was muddy, and there's rocks, and you had to find the right foot placement and stuff. So as a good dad, which hopefully you guys, if you're dads or moms or whatever, you're doing this too, it's your job to teach your kids like stuff like this. Like it's all these little things that I think are so awesome about being a father, like being able to teach my kids. So anyway, so this is one of the things I was teaching them. I was like, awesome life lesson. Here's how you navigate a trail like this, is you need to look like 4 or 5 steps ahead of where your feet are going to be. You do not look down at your feet, because if you look down at your feet, you're going to fall. And it's the same thing with chess. Like that's why I'm a big proponent of people learning chess. It's a great thing with strategy and thinking ahead and planning and stuff. So, and my kids, they play chess too. It's always fun to have somebody come over and go, oh yeah, sure, I'll play chess with you, kid, and then my kids like dominate them. But anyways, so I'm going down this hill, and I take my headphone out, and this guy's like, hey, I'm just going to draft off you. Let me know when you want me to pass you. And I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going too slow, just whatever, go ahead and pass me. That's fine. And I put my headphone back on, and I'm thinking, I'm like, man, so this person who's in second place in this so-called race or whatever, it wasn't a race, but he's trying to dictate the pace of this race to me, who's in theoretical first place, right? I guess not theoretical, like I'm really in first place if this were a race, which it wasn't, and so we're going down this thing, and like I said, it's really technical. So because I'm in first place, I am able to do that, to be able to look way ahead of me and plan out my route as I'm going really fast. All he is able to do, because he's in second place, is watch where my feet are going, because he was right behind me. That's all he could do, is watch where my feet are going and put his feet in the same place. And that's what happens when you are in second place, or when you choose to be in second place with anything that you're doing in life, is you just have to watch what the person in front of you in first place is doing and follow him. Like, that's why there's the saying, second place is the first loser, because that's all you're going to be, is if you try to dictate a race from second place. Can't be done. So if you want to win at anything in your life, get in first place and do your own thing. In the end, he ended up slowing down or falling. I really don't know what happened to him. I stopped at the bottom and felt like I was going to throw up for like 5 minutes because I didn't want him to pass me. But I didn't throw up, and I never saw him or his buddies come down. And that's the only way you can come down that hill, so I don't know what they're doing. But that's really not the point of this story. The point of this story is, whatever you want to do, get in first place. Like, I do the same thing with like my online business and my membership site. I started doing this like 6 years ago, like teaching people online and doing my thing. And now I've got people that are following me. And it doesn't bother me at all because I'm doing my own thing. I'm not worrying about what they're doing in second place. I'm worrying about what I'm doing, and I'm going to stay in first place. And that's what I want you guys to do is like, whatever you want to do in life, get in first place. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Like with my business and stuff, I know I made tons of mistakes, but I'm in first place so I can see ahead of where I'm going. I'm not looking at what other people are doing and going, oh, you know, they're doing this, so that and I'm going to try to do this like what they're doing, but different. You can't do that. You've got to do your own thing. So those are the 3 lessons for today. Number 1, if you fall off the wagon, just get right back on. Don't beat yourself up. Don't like sit in negativity land. Just go, hey, you know what? That's part of life. So part of life is getting back on it. Number 2 is don't pace yourself in anything you do in life off of what somebody else is doing, right? Have your own goals, your own target, your own plan, and do that. And you're going to go a lot farther than you can by looking at what anybody else is doing. And then the last thing is that if you're in second place and you're just following what somebody else is doing, you're going to remain in second place or even further behind. So put yourself in first place and stay there and dominate whatever race you have in life. So that is it. That's all I got for you today. I need to go take a shower because I bet I'm super stinky. So until next time, guys, keep paving your path to perfection.